slick tonight. Good thing I'm wearing the quiet shoes. The city never sleeps. Just hides things in the puddles. Huh. That's my signal. They want the truth? I'm on my way.
Pull up, team! Assemble!
We don't run, pull up. Where it all comes together. Every receipt, every message, every dollar. Each one a point on the line. Watch how they connect. Follow the money and the picture clears. And at the end of the trail, that's the truth.
Receipt pulled. Breaking it down. Evidence loaded. Now we know. Let's pull up, team.
They love to talk. I move on proof. Show me the receipts. The squad behind me, fact check everything. No cap, just facts. Pull up.
Time to clear the air.
Your truth is just a voice.
And listen close. We got the receipts.
That won't save you.
Truth versus deception, and we don't lose.
Team, time to end the truth stream pod!
Being locked.
Let's shut him down. Take this! He's freaking apart! Receipts don't lie.
Numbers tell one story. A seat like this tells another. It's not just gold and weight. It's decisions. Every word counts up here.
Your receipt leaves a mark. Every document has a fingerprint. Follow the numbers long enough, and the story writes itself. The trail doesn't lie.
Stay tight.
Fire! Launch it!
Pull up, team! The city's ours tonight! Look at him roar! Baby! Victory!
Bar just hit 100. Hold steady. Here comes the truth.
Truth incoming.
Clearing up. Step in.
Identity confirmed.
That's our guy. We pulled the curtain tonight.
Hustling.
Bank trail locked. Receipts flagged.
Here we go.
The breakdown begins.
Corruption sequence initiated. Not today.
Everyone, right? Truth data form.
Counterattack now! Pull up, team, go! Feel the truth!
Truth counterattack activated. Last receipt. Truth over everything. Case closed. Truth wins.
Peace, peace. It's your boy KKC, and we're back like your right shoulder blade. We never left. Shout out to the pull-up team and everybody that's in the chat right now. You are tuned into another episode of the Receipt Show with your boy KKC as we get ready to talk about, is KKC opposing Umar? Is he fake doing it? Well, the internet reacts live, and we finna talk about it. So make sure you hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more content and join the pull-up team. All right. We're going to get to our greetings and salutations in a minute. So I started hashtag, where are the receipts? You guys know the Receipt Show with KKC. We are not moved by what people say. We are moved by the receipts. And so far, the receipts have not been receipting around here. They have not. And on top of that, You have people that are pushing narratives as if they started certain investigations, if you will. The whole FBI investigation that Maryanne Laurent is telling the people, getting them to believe she kicked off. It's just amazing to me that the same story was told by Lene Stacks, and we have the audio of that, which we're going to play tonight because we got to get into it. Because again, the lies are just not making sense, and I want to talk about it. Now, for everyone that do follow the channel and they follow closely, you know I put this on the screen, the over and the under. We're taking unofficial bets, non-monetary. Do you think FDMG is going to open or don't you? Everyone knows that's a part of this channel that have been following that I do that as a run on game and just having fun with you guys. Just kicking the shit, just to something to talk about. Because we all know that, yes, the properties are on the vacant property list. Me, in my background of insurance, I've gone on record saying I would not put my name on any of the documentation saying that these buildings are going to open. I wouldn't do it. But it's amazing to me that I decide to go over to a show. And at that show, the whole conversation is popped or brought up of the disdain of content creators who is pushing said narrative. Now, we all know Umar Johnson watches YouTube, specifically those that are talking about him and the FDMG saga. Now, what I'm not going to allow is that 6 years that I put in exposing Umar Johnson and this FDMG saga, I'm not going to allow anybody to discredit anything that I have said and brought to this space. Because everybody that's popular and popping and happy and has a big audience fed from this channel. Even those that say the CCC is undefeated, no shot to those. But I was saying the pull-up team is undefeated first. And that was coined and taken. The reason why I'm not mad is because I have unlimited amounts of ideas. So it's not a problem for me. I know I've helped other content creators around here, but it's not about that. What it's about is that you watch my channel, you hear the positions that I make, you run to other channels with bigger audiences, and then you take and misconstrue what I say while showing your audience a molded building that stands across the street from the building that he's saying that he's going to get the certificate of occupancy for, or at least apply for it. That's misleading, because both of those buildings have two separate parcel numbers. And I've told my audience, it's amazing how every time these people that talk about the mold problem take the focus off the building that he done painted and did all this alleged work to, you know, the illusion of progress that we know is not going to really happen. Instead of focusing on the mold on that building, they run across the street and talk about the mold that's eating up the side of the gym. That's what they do. They did it today. And I called that out. I called it out. Oh, and I got the receipts from when Maryanne, in her most recent video, she said Umar Johnson don't have trash cans and you got to pay money for that. She didn't lie about that, because you do got to pay money for the trash cans. We've seen videos of Umar Johnson having the industrial trash cans brought to the buildings years ago when they were taking stuff out of the bigger building that the content creators run to when they talking about the mold problem. He was throwing stuff away in that trash can. So yes, you have to pay for those. Well, guess what? The problem that I have with what Maryanne said is that Umar is not doing any work up there. How do you know that if you're in Ohio and Wilmington, Delaware is in Wilmington, Delaware? Like, how do you know that? Because I have proof, at least I have a receipt of someone saying before you made your video that they drove past that place and saw Umar and an older man bringing old carpets, junk, and dirt, etc., out of them buildings. So who lying around here? Is it Maryanne, or is it the man who drove past the buildings and saw it with his own eyes? I need to know who lying and who telling the truth. Because this space of YouTube would say Maryanne is telling the truth. Well, I guess the man that saw it with his own eyes, his eyeballs are lying to him. And because I'm saying that, I guess I'm an Umar Johnson supporter now. Now I'm not a part of the cool kids no more. I'm not a part of the cool kids anymore. Oh, y'all gonna hear it. I want you to hear it. I want you to hear it. Because it was funny. I mean, people saying stuff with their chest. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Malik. Malik been over here several times. I was the one that told Malik, you can't take what's going on in California and associate that with what's going on in Delaware. The rules ain't the same across the board in every state. They are similar. But he the one that wants to preach and prophesy. That because his experience in mold and contracts and all of that supersede what's going on. I'm not saying it don't. Because again, I said I was licensed in 12 states. Delaware was not one of them. But even if I was licensed up there, I would not write a policy for that place. I wouldn't do it. But what we are not going to sit here and do is take our attention away. There are permits that were pulled. Okay? You, the Information Man Show, and anybody else that wants to sit back and argue and keep saying there's no permits, lies. The only thing that you can say and the question that you can ask is, did he pull the required permits to do what has been done? But to mislead your people into believing no permits have been pulled, you're lying. And I got a problem with that. And I got a problem with you piggybacking off a woman that has yet to show proof of what she claims has happened. The problem that I have with that, and I'm speaking on it in real time, the Information Man Show, he knows of a content creator who was running around in the same set. That's why I said history is repeating itself. He knows of the content creator who was running around contacting every government agency, sending in reports, misleading the people into believing that Umar Johnson is going to go to jail. And it's just a matter of time before those government agencies step in, hyped up everybody into believing it. Until one day she was in the CCC's chat and she started attacking people in real time. And Information Man Show and all the other big content creators who gatekeep what's going on in the Umar Johnson sector, hurry up. And they created a degree of separation. Who stood 10 toes down fighting that shit? Me. And it was recently that this person stopped messing with me. As a matter of fact, I told that person recently, I don't want to talk to you. Something that has been going on for over 4 years. And guess what? That content creator that I'm speaking about has a pattern of behavior. Because before that person came to YouTube talking about Umar Johnson, they had receipts of stalking other people. It's amazing how The bigger content creators know this. Separated themselves when they saw this and are not doing their homework when it's repeating itself. And when I take a look into the background, I see this person has a protective order against them for stalking. God to mighty me today. But ain't nobody saying nothing about it. So now we have a whole group of people that believes Umar Johnson is about to go to jail. We was just in this same position 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. We were here. Umar Johnson's going to go to jail. Oh, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. I done sent my reports to this agency and that agency and this agency and that other. And then come to find out the person got listed as a rogue informant. And then you have content creators who are not actually content creators. Like they don't make videos, but they post other people's videos and, you know, they may comment around. Some of them may have, you know, websites where they, you know, document what's going on with the Umar Johnson saga, stuff like that. They have a mean case of amnesia. The same platform that demodded me today did a show about a lawyer by the name of Felicia Pearson, Empowered Esquire TV, who gave her expertise on how Umar Johnson can continue asking for donations and never go down from it. He did a whole show about it. I want to go on record and say he interviewed her. But now all of a sudden we act like when real life donors try to take the approach that Empowered Esquire TV said, if donors come out and try to take him to court and sue him for donations, they're going to have a hard time in doing it because of the word donation. He covered that. He did. What are we talking about? We have a whole woman who has said, Umar Johnson tried to sue me for $500,000. But it wound up backfiring and I got $68,000. Kudos to you. I want you to collect all your coins, but I got a question. I got a question real quick before you move on. You said that you had issue with the community for not taking the court route. You pretty much were saying it's a waste of time and that they would get more traction, if you will, by taking Umar Johnson to court to gain their donations back instead of doing some type of mediation. You never used the word mediation, but you discussions or table talks. It was like roundabout words. And you know, I will give you grace. Maybe you speak 7 different languages, so maybe you didn't know how to say mediation in English. Maybe it's not mediation. Maybe it is just a sit down chit chat amongst lawyers. You can do that before you go to court. That's very well possible. Why do I know that? Because I did my homework. Because I asked the question, well, can people, you know, engage in court proceedings without an actual, you know, court, you know, proceeding happening? And I found out, yes, you can. My lawyer can talk to your lawyer, and agreement can be made, and we can enter it into contracts, and boom, it can happen. So I'm like, okay, so maybe Maryanne and her 39 donors and all that, maybe they really did that. But I still got a question. Because you said that Umar tried to sue you. And maybe Umar Johnson took the same approach in wanting to sue you that the community took and not wanting it to go to court. Maybe that's why y'all ended up in a back and forth talk, if you will, about who's going to pay the money. If I'm going to get $68,000, he going to get $500,000. I don't know. My question is, why didn't you and your counsel move this into a courtroom? I heard what you said about I was so scared and I know that if, I could lose my house and my studio and this man was asking for all this money and okay, all right. I get that. It's scary. It's a big deal. I get it. But the same approach that you're mad at the donors for taking, which is having a discussion, you did that, according to you, when you had the power to move this into a courtroom. Why didn't you do that? Okay, fine. For whatever reason you didn't, but you got $68,000. Now you moved on to another situation with the 39 donors, in which, according to you, that was supposed to take a long time and that you would be taking a while to give any updates on what's going on, because it's going to take a long time, family. You came back in a few days saying y'all lost and Umar Johnson paid. You were getting a check and the donors were getting a check. So my question in that situation, if you paid the legal fees for the donors and you are supposed to be receiving a check in this situation, well, shouldn't you be the only one getting a check because you paid the fees for the donors? Ain't that a double payment? Like, ain't that slick them getting their donations back in some way? Because again, you paid the legal fees, unless the check is going to be divided to where each of the lawyers. How does that work? Because according to you, it's one lawyer, so it's like 39 different lawyers, or is it the legal fees to just one lawyer for 39 other people? Either way, you getting your money back because you said it's a check coming to you, but they're gonna get a payout too, which they shouldn't. Help me, because I don't get it. I don't get that. And then my other question is, if that happened, that means the agreements are wrapped up, tied up, tangled up, shook up. Payouts have happened. Why can't you go ahead and show a redacted receipt showing that you really did get 68 stacks? Because I can understand if you decided, okay, I sent the receipts to other content creators. Well, they haven't showed it, and you built pretty much your own platform. So since you said that I need to talk about what I know it's some bullshit in the game. Why can't you? I went to court. I was in court in 2025. As soon as the court proceedings wrapped up, finally, I can talk about what I said, what they said. I can show the documentation from the court. I can do all that. Why have you not shown the $68,000 check that you got redacted for the people to support you? I got a problem with the fact that in your first video you said that you came to the space so that you can promote your movies. That's what you start. I went back to that video today because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through all of your videos, not tonight, but we're gonna go through them and we're gonna look and listen to what you say. Tonight, I'm going to show some receipts for the people. I dropped, as a matter of fact, the link is pinned to the top of the chat because, again, I want y'all to listen to this. This is, this is going to be for fair use because I definitely know that because I was demodded off of, Information Man Show's channel today, that there is a possibility that me playing this could be hit with a copyright. And that's cool because I understand what I was saying in the chat. I have questions. I got for real questions. How the hell can you sit back and say that FDMG is still on contaminated land when you know I did a whole show updating the people with the head construction worker that was working right behind the lead school and the Boys and Girls Club, saying what they were doing in that area and where the actual contamination sat. And the contamination does not sit on the street where FDMG is because that's residential. And so that would mean that not only FDMG is sitting on contaminated land, but so is the houses that's right there too. And so is the Boys and Girls Club. But hey, I understand people got 400 people in their chat. They get 27,000 views. They got to give the people what they want, even if it's lies. The truth don't need defending, and anybody that rocks with the truth will find this channel. I don't rock with Umar Johnson, the FDMG saga, and none of that. This guy that got on the Pyru head, flag. Kudos to you, my brother. I'm not here to say that, if that's what you are and that's what you do. I'm not here to say that. But what I am going to say is that as a grown man that's professional, take that shit off your head, man, when you were talking to me. Talk to me since you said this is grown man to man. My link has been dropped, Malik. I don't have anything to say about your expertise because you have years in what you do. That's equivalent of somebody trying to challenge me on insurance. I did that. But what you not finna keep doing is playing in my face. Stop taking your ass across the street to the bigger parcel number and deal with the parcel number of the smaller building. You see, you guys will sit back. The only person that I can honestly say that has addressed the mold that's on the smaller building is Lennon Honor. He showed the building that they are saying is going to be the opening of the school has a drain that's not connected and there's black mold on the wall. Deal with that because that's what we are. Why take your 400 and some odd people and keep on taking your ass across the street when you talking about he's going to apply for the certificate of occupancy? Because what's going to happen is if he just so happens to open that building across the street, you're going to be looking stupid. That's the problem. You and everybody else, they kept taking their ass across the street, showing the high school when that's not what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the one that he has painted, the one where he had old people, excuse me, where he had the elderly inside of those buildings painting. The ones that had the missing drop ceiling, that building, the one that you will deal with it. You will talk about the HVAC. You'll talk about how it's sucking in the bad air and blowing it back in and pause. But that's what you're saying, and all that's happening. And then you will take your happy ass across the street and talk about the mold on the building. And then want to call me out because that's misleading. That's misleading like a mofo, because this is definitely what Wilmington, Delaware says about exterior inspections. I cover it, I talk about it, and I know y'all be in the clouds. Y'all be in the clouds watching. And then you take your information and you run back to your crowd and you lie to them. And what makes me so mad is that the first time this happened, we all got behind the person that did it without doing our due diligence as to who is this person and why are they so hardcore going after Umar Johnson. We didn't ask those questions. We just rolled with it. And it led to people getting attacked in real life. People want to sit back. Not people. Maryanne wants to talk about that. You know, I was wrong for bringing the. And we're going to get to the audio in just a second. Maryanne says that I'm wrong for, saying that she could very well open up. Devontae's business could potentially get attacked based on what you're saying. This lady sits in her car telling me that I need to talk about what I know, wants to go further in detail about Devontae's clientele and what he does. And the fact she sat in his chair and got $200 braids. What the hell does that got to do with the price of tea in China? Him having a bigger clientele means what? So again, Maryanne is the new kid on the block. I'm the one that got attacked. I'm the one that experienced all of that. Not only me, my family. So let's talk about what I know, Maryanne. Let me talk about what I know. See, your problem is you are too caught up in yourself. You are only going after Umar Johnson, not because you are trying to be a hero for the people, but because you got denied. You got denied certain access that you thought you were going to get by making that movie. You were willing to turn your back on people that you even hired to be a part of the movie, per your own admission. It can be argued, I wouldn't go nowhere 4 a.m. either. But it goes a little bit deeper for Maryanne, because Maryanne was wanting to leave room 130 at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's one thing that she's not telling y'all. And yes, she was bothered. I froze her face in the position. Very much so bothered. Because she said in the video that she referenced that Umar Johnson was going to have a long 2026. She wasn't going to drop it. She wasn't going to leave it alone. And then the next thing we know, she's at the police department. You ain't going to take no for an answer. That's the only reason why you doing this. It ain't got nothing to do with you protecting the people. But before I get into the clip where you stole the Nate Stack story about the FBI, let me go back to Malik's. Let me go back to Malik, so y'all can hear this foolishness. Hit the like button. Here we go. Let me run that back. I think right here probably be good start point. Here we go.
Tribute to this bull crap. Go ahead, brother.
Listen.
If you would let me just address something real, I don't like to do this, but it appears that we have hope. We have definitely hit some nerve. And I'm going to call out the show because I don't give a damn. I don't get paid for likes. I don't get paid for comments. I have 2 YouTube channels that's been up before people even knew what YouTube are. I turned down book deals and CD deals all day long. Mr. Receipt Show.
I'm listening.
So goddamn what is a church?
Okay.
Maryanne said that herself. You is who we are talking about.
That's why the hell I showed up at the church. You think I don't know? You and your friend Information Man Show didn't even have the audacity to call it out. You a grown-ass man wearing a Peru flag, but you can't say who you really talking about. Passive-aggressive ass. I'm a grown-ass man. Call me out. Yes, the same woman that you are sitting here trying to protect, the same woman who's sitting here saying that it's not a cult family, it's a community. What the hell are you protecting the ones that you sitting here saying are hurting the black community? Let's talk about it. Craziness. If y'all can hear me, please put a 1 in the chat. I just want to make sure. Because this got me. If you can hear what I'm saying, put a 1 in the chat. Okay, thank you, Mrs. Sticky. I see the ones. All right. Maryanne is saying, don't call it a cult family. It's a community. It's a community of entrepreneurs. They got a whole lot of good stuff going on in the community. The same community that's letting Umar Johnson go around and scam. That community, the cult, the congregation, the one that I've done shows on, showing the church envelopes and showing what this is really about. That's why it matters. That this is a church. Even the one you praise is telling you this is a church. But if I say it, it's a problem. So if I say, well, these people are finna open up a church building because that's what's finna happen. And she told you God almighty me. This lady named Maryanne did a video saying that he showed these elaborate charts, family, and that he is going to open those buildings, family. And her goal is to drain him financially, family. What the hell am I missing around here? Somebody help me. What am I missing? Because it seems like Mr. Peru flag, you wear your flag too tight because you're really selective on what you want to hear when you jumping out the window trying to be Captain Saberho. Yeah, I said it. Miss Camera Angles. Miss I make movies for a living knows about camera angles. So why the hell is she coming on YouTube looking busty, showing that her button is finna pop, showing titty meat? But she don't want nothing, family. She got money, she got a house, but she ain't got a man. And she getting attention from all y'all buster ass niggas. I'm calling it out for what I see and from what I'm talking about. Hit my panel. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. While you say I'm not needed in the black, I'm what's wrong with the black community. I was late coming to this show because I was taking care of my kids. Something that he, who is Umar Johnson, don't do. But I'm a supporter of that. Help me understand what you're really trying to say. Because that's what I asked y'all when I was at the show. What are y'all really trying to say around here? Hit my link. Let's have the conversation. Oh yeah, I'll put it on the screen. I will put the vid. Let me go to her channel. I'm not here to get clout and to throw dirt on people's names and just lie. I ain't gotta do that. Let me go ahead and show you what the hell I'm talking about. You talking about? Got me, y'all, man. You got me messed up with this one. I'm going through her videos right now. Did you take the? I know you didn't take that video down. I'm finna go through it. That's all right. Let me see. Did you put on? If you put it on members only, I don't know. I'm going through it. That's room 130. Nope. Is this it? Is this the video? Hold on. I'm finna pull it. Y'all, you got me messed up. I'm sitting here looking. Nah, this ain't the video. Talking about Umar right here. I'm sitting here checking out. What am I missing? Am I missing something? Shit. I see what's going on around here. Folks don't want to call that out. All right. Let's see. No, not that one. That's her talking about Mr. Lee. This was the Don Lemon episode. I think it was. Let me go to her live stream. Maybe it was a live stream. Yep, it was a live stream. I thought she had did a video. Hold on. Oh, mute it, because I ain't gotta hear you. We finna see it. Since y'all you and Malik, Mr. Malik now want to say I'm on some BS. All right, let's see. Let me take this down. All right. Let me share this tab. Here we go. Button holding on for dear life. And I'm telling you. Hold on. Let me show you. Let's get here. Here we go. Button I'm gonna let it keep going. Hold on. Let's keep on. Let me fast forward. Showing your titty meat. I'm seeing it. And she see it too. And y'all want to sit back and say I'm playing. Playing with me. Playing with me. Thank you so much. Because I see, thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so much for supporting the chat. I ain't gotta get paid. It was a time that I was talking about Umar. I wasn't even monetized on this channel. I done lost monetization, still going in. Got monetization back, still going in. What are you talking about? What are you saying right now? Why you ain't calling this out? Why she ain't got a tripod? She know what she doing. She's an actress. She is an actress who owns a studio. She was in her own production, playing the Lord to God to mighty me, playing the lawyer for Umar Johnson, while now getting pissed off because he got a lawyer and he doing an end. Somebody help me today. Somebody help me today. How does that make sense? But again, thank you for the super sticker. I'm showing you. It's nothing wrong with her, even if you ain't got a tripod. Why you can't put your phone up against something stationary? Why you sitting here making sure you flashing your titty meat? And I'm gonna call it for what I see. And then we got thirsty busters like this nigga trying to talk about I'm finna be Captain Shaver Hole, trying to call me out. Nigga, you too old to be doing what you doing. Take that off your damn head. You trying to get some play from this lady. I ain't no simp ass nigga. And it ain't in me. You ain't my uncle. Cause my blood don't act like that. Hell you talking about. You can miss me with the goofy shit. You really got my attention heavy and got my link too. And anybody that's listening can tell him, come my way. Come by here. See me. Don't hide behind panels that ain't gonna drop their link. Come talk to me. Explain your behaviors. And anybody that's listening to you, taking advice from you is another simp ass nigga. Yeah, I said it. Send them my way. Talking about why you didn't have that shirt on covering up your titties, ma'am. You know exactly how that blouse feels on your body. Got all these men in her comment section. You sure is a nice looking lady, Miss Maryanne. You sure be looking good for your age. You just so. I'm tired of I'm tired of the bullshit. When I said I was the only content creator in this area that stood 10 toes down and fought back to the man, hell no. Man, hold on, man. Hold on, man. You got me messed up. I'm putting it out. We finna talk about Miss Maryanne. We gonna talk about you, Miss Maryanne. We finna get to the bottom of some stuff. Why? Because I reached out to Maryanne. I went to that video and I asked, how do I contact you? How would I go about contacting you? You know what she told me? In a now deleted comment, because she deleted my comment. My original comment to her on that video was, how would I go about contacting you? I BS you not. This is what she told me. I contact you. Wait a minute. What? Are you taking talking points from Umar Johnson, or are you against Umar Johnson? Umar is known for saying, you don't contact me, I contact you. To the same people that say they want to help, or they know where to help it. They don't contact me, I contact them. Oh, okay. All right. So I wanted to help her out. I left my email. Okay, well, here's my email address so you can contact me, dkkctv@gmail.com. Whole comment gone now. Whole comment gone. I'm like, what the hell? Thank you, Josephine. And I saw, it's so funny. People, I saw the comment under what you said. And instead of, I had, shout out to Shay. I was like, Shay don't know. Shay ain't been here from the beginning. Shay don't, we know the content creator. What Shay don't know is if that content creator found out about her and started causing havoc in her life, then it would be another conversation. But the same information man show know all about what. Boy, this is crazy. It's crazy. The stuff people do for clout and then want to sit back and talk about what I get paid for. Are you not on a bigger platform? Are you have 400 in the chat? And let me scoot it a little bit closer to you. I'm the struggle streamer. I'm the little guy. I'm the little guy. Whatever I'm saying about what I believe would be happening, because I said I believe what's going to happen. I'm not pushing that as truth. I believe it's speculation. I don't have proof. I believe it. But Why do you care so much what I'm saying when you got 400, 500 in your check? You going on platforms that got thousands, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I only got 5,000. Why the hell do you care what I say? I'm just now getting back consistently live streaming and uploading. Where I was taking long gaps of breaks back in September. So I'm working my way on into an algorithm. Why do you care that I tell my chat that just for fun, we're taking unofficial bets, the over and under of if FDMG will or will not open? I'm the little guy, but you can talk about me as if I'm really putting out a whole bunch of noise. Because you know I am. Oh, you don't want people to really start listening to what I gotta say. Because it sounds too much like right. And if people start listening to what KKC gotta say about the truth, well, we may not get the type of money that they getting. I'm not getting influx of money off of pushing these damn narratives. They are. But then they gonna sit back and say, oh, he mad because KKC, didn't get the same results that Maryanne is getting. I never reported Umar Johnson to a federal agency or a local agency. What are you talking about? Why would I be mad at something that I never tried to do? But we all know who did, and y'all championed it, Information Man Show, and then got your ass far away when she went rogue. But you wait one damn minute. You hold the line. Since people want to sit back and play on my head as if I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And I sat back and said that the content creator that was doing these type of attacks, if you're looking that person's past, they had a history before they even came to YouTube. Why, when I look into Maryanne's history, why, when I pull up this information right here about Maryanne, I see Representative Marsha Fudge gets restraining order against woman who accused her of assault. If I had hit her, she would have been hurt. Let's talk about it. Whoa there, Miss Maryanne, talk about what you know. Sure, I sure will. Why you messing with Clarissa Shields? Why you messing with Clarissa Shields? Why are you doing that? It's documented proof that you keep on messing with people and won't leave them alone. Not only will you not leave Clarissa alone, you messing with Umar. That's the problem here. So now the truth is coming out where Mr. Pyru Flag, Mr. I'm Unc around here. I'm Unc, and what I know, and I'm barking and preaching and all that for this lady. I'm gonna protect her. Okay, well, help the people understand, Malik. Why are you protecting someone who has a restraining order against them? Let's talk about it. So it says in this video that I can play right here. And make sure you know this. We're gonna talk about it. Check this out.
We're gonna unseat you. You're evil. For you as a Black woman to write that letter, at what point did you have empathy for her? At what point did you think about her? At what point? Don't push me. You break my phone, it won't be cute.
Oh my.
You don't know who I am too.
Oh my.
All of y'all putting on a high pedestal. You're a murderer.
Oh my.
Aisha Frazier blood is on your hand. You understand?
Okay,
You
said what
are a
had to say.
murderer.
Okay, you said
A
what you-
murderer.
You said what you had to say. You
a murderer.
You said what you had to say. You disturbed the whole thing.
No, I'm not.
You
I'm,
said
I'm
what you gotta
here.
go
I'm
back.
outside.
All right. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you. All right, y'all have a blessed day.
Okay, Miss, I'm a chatty patty. I'm a busybody. Okay, I'm a busybody. I'm a chatty patty. And got all these people championing behind you and you on your bullshit. We finna talk about it today because I tried to reach out to you to get the clarity. But you hit me with an Umar Johnson. I contact you. Will you contact me to find out why I'm talking about this? How about that?
Detective Daniels from Mississippi.
Okay, you can be there.
And until you do,
She killed
we
my
gonna
friend.
keep
She
on
may
talking
not have
about
been
it.
there physically. She killed her. Murderer.
Wow.
This is not
Hold
the
on.
place. This
I
is
know
not
it's not,
the
but that's why
place
the
to
judge
address
invited me.
that.
I didn't just I just got here.
Just listen.
So the judge invited you, and this is how you show up. February 22nd is right around the corner, and guess what? She's going to Clarissa Shields' event. The ticket she got. Now, I'm not gonna go on record to say she finna go to that event and act a fool. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but I say that there is a pattern of behavior for when you get invited places. This is what, they can expect this. I would prepare for if you decided to act like this because of your disdain about Clarissa Shields. But I don't know. Here we go.
This is not the place.
She's a murderer.
They were trying to separate us. And I kept saying to them, just don't say anything to her. They were trying to take me out of the door because they knew I was leaving. She's yelling at the guy. She says, don't touch me, don't push me, something to that thing. He says, now I didn't hit you. He wasn't even leaving. She is just fabricating this entire story. Who hit me?
Oh my gosh. It is caught in court that Maryanne Laurent is fabricating a story. That's why it matters. One, Empress Change, excuse me. That's why it matters. We have on video documented proof of someone telling the judge this lady be lying. You should care. Because the last time this behavior went unchecked by a content creator, people actually got attacked in real life. And it's still happening today, or like right now, it's still happening. It's still, woo, this is wild. This is crazy. All I heard was Umar may open a church, and because of Umar, everyone in that community is under scrutiny. Am I missing something? I don't know. Man, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, don't get too excited, though. Get too excited, guess what? They're going to say, you get paid. The truth and receipts, Umar needs to come down. We have to speak facts. She has no receipts, just all talk like Umar the Dusty. Thank you. How do we know how do we know she ain't running the play for Umar Johnson when I sat back and told all y'all he gonna run a mean play? And then all of a sudden she come out of nowhere. You know what I hate? Is when I don't have receipts. I reached out to Maryanne Laurent a few years ago about when we first heard Awaken was coming out, and I found her Facebook page. I reached out to her, and she told me that there were no copies of Awaken. And then all of a sudden, she comes out swinging for 39 donors while protecting the same community at the same time that's pushing this food. And got the audacity to talk to me as if I didn't pave a way for you to even have a platform to come to. Because the platform that you talk on was not talking about Umar Johnson. That platform was talking about conspiracy theories and a whole host of other stuff while being called out for potentially scamming himself. I'm not finna sit here and be disrespected as if I'm not gonna speak out. I stand 10 toes down on all that and will stand by myself and face all y'all with the bullshit. Disprove what I'm saying. Nigga, stop going across the street showing a bigger school. Stay focused on the smaller school. I'm not sitting back doctoring up ChatGPT motherfucking legal documents and sending them into the city, posing like I'm really putting in work. Miss me with the goofy shit. I'm not finna sit here and play computer games with these fools, man. Why Information Man Show ain't dropping the information that she could be potentially lying? This happened in 2019, man. Don't worry, God's little princess. Let me help you out. For all of those people that don't know why I'm saying what I'm saying, I'm going to let you hear it for yourself. Because all of those people that have their notification bells turned on and they come to my show, and when we are covering real information, knows that the night she was wearing that, showing her titty meat and talking about Devontae, we was sitting here telling her, you shouldn't be talking about Devontae because you are exposing him and his business to unnecessary attacks. And you don't even realize it. All because you want to push a narrative of what happened in room 130. I can understand Lennon Honor going off about it because Umar was calling him, saying that his sexuality was in question. So that's understandable. But here you come trying to push a narrative when you said out of your own mouth what this really was about, knowing nothing at all about what took place in this same space with the very people whose businesses got attacked, such as Yassa's, one of the African restaurants Umar Johnson would speak at, and how many people called Yassa's, ordering food all day long and not picking it up, messing with them people and their money. And the people that they were trying to attack, if they couldn't attack them, they found their relatives and started messing with them. But you want to sit back and come on YouTube and talk about how high-end that man's clientele is. Don't make no damn sense, but I'm finna show you the proof. You hold on. You hold on. I'm finna pull up her video right now. These people are crazy. To the gentleman, or she didn't say gentleman, to the content creator. I'm gonna let y'all hear it for yourself. I should talk what I know. Okay, I'm finna talk what I know. I sure win, and I'm out here protecting my people. I don't give a damn about no simp ass niggas that want to sit back and protect you. I lose my moderation sticks. I don't care about that. I don't care about being moderators on nobody's show. I care about telling the truth, and I care about the receipts that back it up. Not no punk ass he said, she said. Trying to hear that. I'm finna show these receipts. That's what we finna do right now. So guys, little princess can hear. I don't just go off on people. I don't do that. I'm not on that type of time. I don't do that at all. But I will respond.
I said I'm just gonna.
People got people thinking you really talk bad to me because I was in the chat. Bullshit, your ass ain't showing up to my show and I know you in the clouds. Finna sit there and listen to that.
I have to get on YouTube.
Hold on, let me because this is fair use. So let me make sure that I'm taking it out of its original element and speeding up the audio so it falls under fair use.
and explain something to adults. Let me tell y'all something, family. Let me tell y'all something. When we checked in that hotel, when we got at the lobby desk, they told Dr. Umar,
we don't care about
even though
hold
cardio arrest in that room. If someone would choke off some Chinese food in that room, or if someone overdosed in that room, you know who the authority? Maryanne Laurent. You checked in the room. Who did you authorize in that room? I would have been in the middle.
Hold
in the town car with him, and then the town car pulled in front of room 130. Well, you're a man. There's no need for you to gently, while you open the door, gently put your hand on his back.
Hold on.
Gently put your hand on his back. Nobody still said nothing. He came back the next morning with Devontae again. My town car that I paid for brought them both to the studio for his little farewell party. Nobody asked you no question. Oh, he crashed on the couch. There was no couch in the room. That's fact. I bring you guys factual. Okay, no, so I don't appreciate that content creator saying, "Oh, I'm trying to destroy this damn business." Speak on what you know, sir.
I sure in the hell will speak on what I know, and I didn't say you was trying to destroy his business. He could be attacked all because you want to prove that Umar is dipping and dabbing with men. And let me run this back to I think it was the middle part.
Stone unturned.
Hold on.
To him,
because she was talking about
enter the building and then start filming. As far as the certificate of
talking about Umar, hold on.
And then I call, y'all know I'm an investigator, right?
No,
I called the Delaware thing. I asked them, well, what's the process of this certificate of occupation? These people told me for the state of Delaware, it's up to 5 to 15 days. 5 to 15, a larger geographic. They have to come in and do an inspection. Understand? You understand? He's playing games. He knows how to move.
Man, get to
Hold on, I'm gonna come to you. That 40 group, because I told y'all people has officially launched an investigation for you. You understand?
Oh, we're gonna address
this investigation. I couldn't come out publicly to tell them this investigation until I know these people has officially launched an investigation for you. You understand? You understand? Okay. So that 40 group, that was to bleed you financially.
We're going to prove that you had nothing to do with that investigation, but that's not
that was to bleed you financially. Sit down and have
well, I'm trying to. So here we go. Hold on.
I'm disappointed because they take the court, but they want to sit down and have talking with Umar. When I told them talking time with Umar was done, and there was a content. Oh, Maryanne looks hurt. I wasn't hurt. You misunderstood disappointment.
Is that not a form of hurt? Hold on. This is where it started. God's little princess. In her video, because Bree, shout out to Bree, was here in the chat, and she said in the country we call her Mary, and we would call her Mary, and I said, Maryanne, you should be now Mary, you know you shouldn't have did that. I paused the video showing her disappointment, showing the hurt. She was hurt. She was hurt when she got the information that Umar Johnson was going to pay the donors. And she's saying, I got it confused. I'm confusing hurt with disappointment. Well, damn, I guess disappointment is a good thing. I can't wait to be disappointed. The hell we talking about? I don't care if you do speak 7 languages. Run that in the language that you speak in and see how that sounds. It sounds stupid. So yes, you were hurt because that's disappointment.
For hurt. I wasn't hurt. I'm disappointed because I wanted him to pay the donor. I wanted him to bleed financially. Listen,
you want him to bleed financially. That's what you want to do. Just like you wanted this lady right here. In this story. You couldn't leave her alone. That's fine. And we can you are romantical, but you can't deny, Black Anonymous, that you too know about a content creator who went around saying they contacted various government agencies reporting Umar Johnson and that Umar Johnson was going to go to jail. You too distanced yourself from that content creator once you saw what that content creator was really about. You did. I see similar patterns, and I'm calling it out on the front end. Show the receipts, and we have no problem. I don't care if you really did contact government agencies and he's really going to jail. That is correct. First, that's correct. First to let that is correct. And so again, I just want to put that on screen real quick. First to let, I can't say it looks weird. Long name, that person. That's who I'm talking about. That person ran around for years, hyping up the people, and then one day she started attacking people. I was one of the content creators who stood and fought that, while platforms such as Information Man Show and others turned away and left those that did get attacked alone to fend for that. All they said was don't go over there engaging with those people. It's too late. Their information was gathered because they trusted you in dealing with her. We all did. So now I'm checking this. This is a repeat of history. I'm not going back through that again. And I'm calling it out. There has yet to be one receipt. One elite redacted, man. It's nothing but he said, she said. And everybody. Okay, first to Orion flow down and now. I like that. First to Orion me flow down and out. All right. I see it. I got it. I like that. It's cool. And that's all I've been saying, Black Anonymous. I have not went public and actually said without a shadow of a doubt, FDMG is coming. Point blank. I haven't done that. I've had nothing but fun with the idea of let's just do an unofficial bet. We're just having fun. That's it. For those people to come to my channel, take what I think is happening, the pivot that I see is happening, and I say, this is my belief. You are welcome to believe what you want to believe. I've said this. I see this being a religious institution. But let me make sure that I take this off the screen. Hold on. Before we move on, I want to read this. We watched the video. We was watching the video. A judge on Wednesday granted U.S. Rep. Marsha Fudge a restraining order against an Avon woman who claimed the congresswoman struck her hand last month during an altercation over Fudge's past support of a Cleveland judge now charged with deleting his wife. Fudge denied the accusation made by Maryanne Laurent that she was the person captured on video January 12th, striking the phone out of Laurent's hand at the Mediterranean Party Center in Bedford Heights after the ceremonial swearing-in ceremony of Common Pleas Court Judge Deborah Turner. This is a total fabrication, Fudge said in court Wednesday. If I had hit her, she would have been hurt. I did not hit her. The comments came during a racist hour-long hearing before Common Pleas Court Judge Shirley Strickland Saffold that was spurred when Fudge, a high-ranking Democrat from Warrensville Heights, applied for a temporary restraining order. Fudge accused Laurent of stalking her at several events and during the Bedford Heights incident of attempting to physically assault her, according to a copy of her application viewed by Cleveland.com. Saffold ordered Laurent to stay at least 500 feet away from Fudge, but said Laurent is still free to attend any rallies and to publicly criticize Fudge. Fudge has a right to attend an affair and not have you take a camera and put it in her face if she doesn't want it there, Saffold said. Laurent approached Fudge as the congresswoman left the event and followed her into the hallway and challenged Fudge over her writing of a 2015 letter in support of Lance Mason, a close friend of Fudge and former judge and state representative, before he was sentenced on charges of felonious assault and domestic violence. Mason, then a common pleas court judge, pleaded guilty to viciously beating Aisha Frazier in the car in front of the couple's children. God's almighty me. Mason, who was eventually released from prison after serving 9 months of a 2-year sentence, is now charged with aggravated deletion after prosecutors say he stabbed Frazier to death at his home in November. Man, Laurent recorded cell phone video of the tail end of the interaction. She played the video for Saffold during the hearing, and Cleveland.com obtained a copy of the video after the hearing. Fudge said during the hearing that she did not know there was video of the encounter. Laurent can be heard on the video telling Fudge who she wanted to unseat her. "You're evil," Laurent can be heard saying. "As a black woman, to write that letter, at what point did you have empathy for her?" The video, which is pointed to the floor, then picks up Fudge saying, "Don't say anything." Laurent continues her line of questioning before the video starts to shake and shows a scuffle. "Don't push me," Laurent says. The cell phone flew out of her hand and landed on the floor. "Break my phone. It won't be cute," Laurent says, according to the video. The video continues as Laurent regains the phone. She called Fudge a deleter and said that Frazier's blood was on her hands, the video shows. A man then approached Laurent, identified himself as a Bedford Heights police officer, and told her that it was not the time or place for her comments, the video showed. Fudge filed the request for the protection order against Laurent last week. Laurent first requested that Saffold recuse herself from overseeing the case because Fudge had endorsed Saffold several times. Saffold denied her request. The judge brought up her 3 decades on the bench and said that most politicians have endorsed her, and that didn't mean she couldn't be fair or impartial. Fudge told Saffold that Laurent first approached her inside the banquet hall as Fudge made her way out of the ceremony. Laurent All right, if you guys can hear me, put a number 8 in the chat for hater. For pull-up team members, put Papa pull-up in the chat. For all pull-up team members, put Papa pull-up in the chat. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. I don't know what, or not a 1, put an 8. Not a 1, put an 8. All right, cool. I don't know what happened, man. I was talking and then boom. It just disappeared. I was going in too. I was in my bag. I was in the zone. All right. So I'm not sure what you guys may have missed, but I'm reading the information of what happened between Maryanne Laurent and Marsha Fudge. That's what's going on. I'm reading what happened between Maryanne Laurent and Marsha Fudge. Oh, snap. Hold on. I'm glad you told me that, X Freeman. Hold on. Yep. Do I sound better now? Like, can you can hear me better? I hope you can. I don't know. It like rebooted my entire system. Like, didn't recognize my microphone or nothing. Do I sound clearer? If I sound clearer, put an 8 in the chat. Put an 8 in the chat if you can hear me just fine. Because I shouldn't sound like I'm in a can. It's crazy. All right, cool. Thank you so much. All right, we're here. All right, so like I was saying, we are reading what actually happened from what Maryanne was saying that happened and the actual facts. So I was saying, Laurent said that she was calm and collected and polite before she began recording the video and said that it was Fudge who pimp slapped the phone out of her hand, and that Laurent repeated and reenacted her version of the story several times. At one point, as Laurent neared tears, she turned and directly spoke to Fudge. "You hit me. That's a fact," Laurent said. "You struck that phone out of my hand. You slapped me with your back hand. The phone went flying. You hit me. That's a fact, Congresswoman. That's a fact." Sappho said she believed that Laurent's courtroom behavior damaged her credibility and helped Fudge's case. Let me just pause for the cause right there. Because it's people that have been saying, with Maryanne running around telling every single thing, every single bit of piece of information that she's going to do before she does it has a potential to ruin her. But there's a pattern of behavior from that. And I want to make sure that I'm perfectly clear as to I question this lady's behavior, not because I'm a hater, not because I don't want Umar Johnson to go to jail, but because I don't want to be duped a second time like I was a few years back for cheerleading behind somebody who showed they were not credible. So I said, I'm not doing that anymore. I don't care who decides to get behind her. But as for me and whoever decides to follow the pull-up team, we stand in unison behind that. You got to show us the receipts, baby. We ain't going to take no he said, she said. Miss me with that. It sounds fine and all good until the receipts ain't receipting and you done found yourself cheerleading some bullshit. This lady got these problems right here going on in her personal background, and ain't nobody calling it out. I knew all about it and didn't say nothing. Because everybody deserves grace. Not everybody is the same. Not everybody is the same. People do grow. Fudge, that's a great question. Fudge is Representative Marsha Fudge. She was a Democrat. And Miss Maryanne wind up getting invited to an event, just like she got invited to Clarissa Shields' event on February 22nd after going off being mad because Clarissa Shields kicked this lady and her kids out of her event. And so Maryanne has been going and contacting the PR of Clarissa Shields. She contacted Clarissa Shields, showing up to live streams. Same thing we read in this article here. It's the same pattern of behavior. And you get people that's championing her and not doing no homework, but they get involved and brought into bullshit by proxy. I'm not doing that no more. I've been there and done that. I've been there and done that. I'm not going to be made to look like a fool again. And ever since she came out, I got an email from Information Man Show asking me we got to support her and all. That's fine and dandy. But why is she constantly coming out? She doing too much talking. She doing too much. I can't even articulate that. Like, it's too much talking for me. Nobody's talking about this. So yes, Miss Maryanne, I sure will talk about what I know. That's the first thing that I do know that I got proof on. That's one thing that I do know. That's one thing that I do know that I do have proof on. The pattern of behavior is very questionable. And we're still not done, because we also have to talk about the fact that you was in the parking lot and said that there was an investigation, an official FBI investigation. You said that. That's interesting, but because before you said that, there was audio that I played on this channel back when Lene Stacks took Umar Johnson, or not, I think she took Umar Johnson to court to get the ex parte. That everybody was like, oh, Lene Stacks didn't get the ex parte. Umar Johnson won in court. Oh, all the Umar Johnson support, the real Umar Johnson supporters said that. While I was the only content creator that did a live stream helping clear that up. Now, I'm not the only one. I take that back. Several people, she went on interviews around YouTube. But in this part of the Umar Johnson sector, those people that got her on their panel to tell her story about her sexual intercourse with Umar Johnson didn't clear up the ex parte situation. We talked about that. Not only did we talk about that, but we also played the audio of when Lene was leaving court and turned around and told the bailiff, good luck with the feds. And she was talking about how she sent the judge, or gave the judge, a sealed folder and could not tell us what was in it. But the judge was supposed to look at that, but did not. Cool. But that information let it be known it was a federal investigation. Let's listen to the audio. Let's listen to the audio, please. Let's do that. Because it's amazing. I was the one that went back with Philly Phil, and we on lock about that. And then all of a sudden, Maryanne get all this popularity, and everybody named mama, oh, Maryanne is our shero. She started the investigation with the FBI. That's not what happened. That ain't what happened at all. And what makes it so bad, the same people that took my mod stick and said that I'm a Umar Johnson supporter, they didn't say nothing about this. Listen, this is amazing. I guess this receipt right here, Miss Maryanne.
It's not a circus. Step out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think
Good luck with the feds.
Good luck with the feds. Why would you say good luck with the feds? This is before Maryanne. So, Maryanne, I'm going to pull the audio back up. But before I do that, now that you've told the people that yes, this is indeed there is indeed an FBI investigation. I talked to the people. I did this. They told me what's going to happen. Yes, I went to my local department, and they going to get with the local department in Philadelphia, or excuse me, Pennsylvania, and then they going to get, or I think it's Philadelphia, PA. That's what Umar Johnson's firm. Either way, they going to get with the police department up there. They going to get with the police department in Wilmington, Delaware, and then they going to escalate it to the BCI. To the BCI. Amazing. The BCI, the Bureau of Criminal Investigation. That's what you said. Okay. Okay. You didn't say FBI. And so somebody out there is going to say, hey, KKC, she said BCI, not FBI. Okay. All right. All right. Well, the thing is, that's one of the 7. Hear me when I say this. That's one of the 7. That's one of the 7 agencies that's investigating Umar Johnson. It's not just the BCI, it's the FBI, BCI, in the list that has been redacted. You see, this receipt right here, excuse me, comes from, it was sent to me by Lene February 14th of 2025, initial investigative agency. And that was just the FBI, the digital. Like, you know, that's not the only hold on, that's not the only thing. That's not the only thing. This part right here, the U.S. Department of Justice, Federal Bureau of Investigation, November 26, 2025, Siobhan Stone, case number, there's Siobhan Stone, all that. Redacted information, right? It says, I explain, let me blow this up. I explained this. The reason I was saying, why are they celebrating from the court case in Kansas City? That's nothing. He has real issues to address. We are moving against time, and none of the info leaked today is new. It's just leaked now. I was informed to not leak it and didn't for clout because that could, like the judge here, be obstruction. But now that it's out, yeah, you can look at the dates. I've been aware of the investigation. He's been under investigation. So one of many emails / correspondence. I just don't put everything out because the public wants to know. I do what's best. I understand people need content. I get it, but come on. On Christmas, December 25th of 2025, why are we playing with the people's time? It would be the Bureau of Criminal Investigation. The BCI. And that's not what I'm saying. The BCI comes from what Maryanne said in her video. You see, Maryanne is the one that said that Umar. Ooh, oh wow. Hold on. I'm just trying to make sure that I get the videos pulled back up. Because I'm addressing the information that's in Maryanne's videos, but while simultaneously addressing Malik Abdul Muhammad, who is the champion for her. Like this is craziness. Let me make sure. No. Oh, okay. I do have the video pulled back up. She said that Umar Johnson in this video right here. Let me share this tab. Yes, here we are. She said this. So let's see. Where did you say you started singing your song? And
you misunderstood.
No, I didn't misunderstood nothing.
Steady there. I'm a filmmaker. For you to tour that
I bet you are a filmmaker. You understand angle.
condo, let me tell you how it goes. They take your driver's license. You have to bring a bank. Respect to the community.
Okay, let me see.
Just trying Devontae, what community he identify with. It's no. When you see Devontae.
Now I can find all the Devontae talk when I couldn't find.
We did not get the town car pulled in front of room 130. They exit the car.
Okay, her daughter got in the car. You got in the car. I don't care about that. When did you start singing your song?
I can sing with you. Okay, family.
That's what I was looking for.
You want to sing? That's my daughter family that just got in the car. You want to sing? I can sing with you. You understand? No, nobody's playing with. They're coming. They're coming. You understand? And then back to Devontae. You understand? Let me sing what you heard about me, because I'm a queen in my own right. You understand, Umar? I don't play with Dusty O'King. They're coming for you. And Bubba's waiting. So now, you want to sing? I can sing with you. You want to sing? I can sing with you. Okay, family? Hey, babe. You want to sing? That's my daughter family that just got in the car. You want to sing? I can sing with you.
Tell everything, man.
No, nobody's playing with him. Nobody's playing with. They're coming for you. They're coming for you. Some of them, he told me that there's one who's his client. When you see Devontae, the way he talk, the way greater Cleveland area. You understand? 130. And then for the record, the video. You understand? So he's getting
like I know for a fact this isn't me. This is StreamYard like crashing. If y'all can hear me, put them in the chat. Like I'm not understanding why StreamYard keeps kicking me out the studio. If you can hear me, let me know something. Let me know something. Like how is this? How does this keep happening? Why can't y'all hear me? Okay, all right. I'm finna say now. This is craziness. I don't have any like extra stuff running, so this is nothing but StreamYard kicking me out. I'm pretty sure you can hear me. It's not janky internet. I have the fastest speed that they have to offer. So no. All right, here we go.
And they inform me there's enough merit. It's a full investigation. And they explained to me from them, they go to Delaware Police Department, where an BCI, Bureau of Criminal Investigation. And then BCI
there it is. BCI
do, if there's a need for arrestment, that's who will do the arrestment. Umar will obtain his attorney and he will begin his legal battle with.
Now that's where we got the BCI information from. It came from her. But something else, let's see. I'm trying to see. Let me go to her profile. I think it's on the profile. Oh, let me see. Yeah, it's right here. Now, another receipt that came from Lene was the one that pushed, you know, the FBI is involved. I even did a video saying that the FDMG employee was the first one to even talk about the feds. But in this particular situation, the feds, it had nothing to do with what Donald Murray had going on. Now, when it comes to this lawsuit, this class action lawsuit, here's another receipt that I want to show you guys. It's amazing that somebody reached out to Maryanne to let them know that they were getting people together for a class action lawsuit, and then she responds that she has her own lawyer, and then all of a sudden, hey, we got a class action lawsuit going on, people. Let's look at that receipt real quick. That's all I want to do is look at the receipt real fast. We attempted to rally all the women to do a class action before my attorney said it was a bad idea. This was posted 21 hours ago, showing that Lene reached out to Maryanne about doing a class action lawsuit. And you want to know what's interesting? Lene Stacks says in black and white, we attempted to rally all the women to do a class action class action before my attorney said it was a bad idea. I wonder why Lene Stacks' attorney would say it was a bad idea. I wonder, could it be at all possible that Empowered Esquire TV, Miss Felicia Pearson, you know, the lawyer that came to this sector before there was a Maryanne, before there was a Lene Stacks, that Information Man Show covered her breakdown on what would happen if somebody tried to do a class action lawsuit against Umar Johnson for misappropriating the funds and saying that FDMG isn't real? It would be a bad idea because they would have a very hard time proving that this was indeed a scam and he misused the funds. Yes, you can bring the taxes and all that if the court is gonna look at it. The main question would be, did he force you to give any money? Because there's a reason why he uses the word donation. It would be equivalent to a tithes and offering. I've been saying it. Still doesn't say that FDMG is coming and that I support Umar Johnson. It's facts. And then with you going above and beyond to keep going live and talking about every single thing that you're doing or going to do, you find yourself pissed off because elaborate charts show up. Well, maybe if you shut up and stop talking, elaborate charts and schemes wouldn't present themselves. You let him know everything you're going to do so he'll know, if any of this is true, how to move against you. And that's what I'm getting to, Duke Johnson. We still waiting on the footage or anybody to come forward about Umar Johnson passing out. They was even raising money. People was like, I will pay for the footage. People made those. Wow, man. Maryanne came out here and said, oh, family, Umar Johnson passed out at an event, family. He fainted, family. He going all over the world, family. He fatigued. He tired. He fainted, family. She called somebody on the phone again, trying to prove that, just like she did to Devontae, and didn't prove shit. But we supposed to believe Umar fainted. Yep. And it was a breaking news story that people covered. Ain't no footage surfaced. Ain't nobody came out from the camp, but I showed you footage of the lady that his little bop that he got protecting FDMG. I showed you that. It's wild. People are literally out here saying Umar this and Umar that, and ain't show one damn receipt that's credible yet. And I'm going around here getting demoted, all because I'm taking a stance saying, hey, you can't say the man didn't get no permits. I've showed the permits for 2022. I've showed permits for 2023. Hell, I even showed one, I believe it was in 2020. I've shown that. Now you're saying I'm not credible? Because you want to keep on running around saying that Umar Johnson didn't pull the permit? I even showed the billing system that the city don't even use no more that has the permits. You're willfully misleading your audience. Information Man Show and anybody else that pushes that there's no permits. That's bullshit. My last update about the permits, I said, hey, we reached out to the city of Wilmington, Delaware, asking them for any violations and permits that have been pulled on that property. And I even gave y'all the parcel number about that. You see, the problem is Malik want to keep on talking about the parcel number of the small school. They'll talk about parcel number 260-294-0027, but then want to talk about 260-294-0028 when it comes to the mode. That's bullshit. The problem, you want to know the problem? If you take a look real close at your screen, at this meme that's on the screen, you will be able to see at the bottom, you will see a heart and you will see the comment. I'm kind of nervous to blow this up because I'm thinking I might get kicked out. So I really need for you to take a look. Shout out to my cousin Vinny for coming in. And good night to anybody that's that's leaving out. Shout out to the replay team. Now, what I was saying, if you take a look at the bottom of this message that's on the screen, you will see the people that liked this comment. It's a total of 3 people that liked the comment. Let me tell y'all something. This was posted 21 hours ago. I want y'all to prepare yourself for what I'm about to say. One of the 3 people that liked this comment 21 hours ago is the same man that's calling me out, saying that I'm on my bullshit. Mr. Malik Abdul Muhammad. He liked this comment like this post from Lene Stacks showing that Maryanne lying. So my question because I'm switching gears, going back to Malik. This guy right here, for all the people that don't know who I'm talking about, the guy that goes on tour everywhere around YouTube. The link to join my panel has been pinned. We've been live for going in 5 minutes, it'll be 2 hours. And ain't nobody hit this panel, ain't nobody hit this link. And I'm waiting for disprove what I'm saying. Prove me wrong. Prove me, show the people the receipts. Where are the receipts? Hashtag, where are the receipts? Hashtag, where are the receipts? That's what the people want to see. That's what we want to see. I ain't taking my ass back to y'all funky ass channel. Forget that. If you want the people to believe the narratives that you push because it's I'm right and I say so, fine, you got that. But I ain't following behind that bullshit because I know where that led last time. And so does the man's who panel you was speaking your bullshit on. He know too. So when the shit pop off, he gonna haul ass and leave you abandoned. While you fucking around trying to protect Maryanne. I'm calling it out. Y'all, you got me messed up. I'm not standing down. I'm not standing down. And I'm going to keep doing shows on Maryanne. And I'm going to keep on tagging her. Because the people need to know. We talking about what's going on around here. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And anybody that believe what Malik say, what anybody that believe Malik say, what Maryanne say, you believe in bullshit. You whether Malik and Maryanne know it or not, y'all officially on the motherfucking clock. That means Umar Johnson got to go to jail. And if people don't see that happening, they gonna turn against you. What you gonna do then? And I'm gonna be sitting right here watching, saying the same thing. I think FDMG gonna open up, y'all. Never did I say that man going to jail, but I know about a federal investigation. And Maryanne is championing it as if she did it. Crazy stuff. So that means Maryanne, Lene gets updates. You said that you was going to get updated by the local police department. And like you always do, you going to send it over to Lynn and Honor and y'all going to talk about it. When you got people that's paying you memberships, why don't you go live on your members only showing the receipts? Why you milking people for money that Malik say you don't need? Because you live in this elaborate, elegant house, and you got a good career because you a nurse and you sell Avon, so you must be one of the top ranking Avon ladies. And you can speak 7 different languages and all that good stuff. Oh, no. We ain't gonna stop it. We ain't gonna stop it. We're gonna let that happen. Because guess what? While he's sitting on the panel with this headband on, listen to him talking big boy talk. Listen to this. With the bandana on.
So goddamn what is a church? Maryanne said that herself. Who we are talking about. So what is a church? A church don't get to have mold in the congregation.
You don't get to go over to another building trying to prove mold exists. Stretching the motherfucking truth that don't exist. Inside a building, you don't know what the hell going on inside of. Because your big lipped ass ain't there. You ain't there. You ain't inside. Oh, but hold the line. Because Maryanne did a live stream the other day, or a video, about Umar Johnson's most recent Instagram live. Hold the line. Let me gather that for you. Let me gather that up for you. I want you to hear a lie she told so I can debunk it in real time. Let's do that. The video is loading right now. Here we go.
Good morning, family.
Good morning.
This is Maryanne.
Yes.
I've been waiting for him to crash out since Friday.
You've been
but he
waiting.
came on Valentine's Day.
Okay. All right. Let's get
and
to
then we
it.
closed.
All right.
Put the
okay.
My feedback so you could see.
Sure.
You can see the lie, the deception, and how he can.
Oh, be careful with be careful with seeing the lies and the deceptions talk, because the people are about to see in real time your lies. Here we go.
Into the camera and play with our intelligence. It is sad, but you know what? When you look at this, it makes you want to have pity for him. It makes you wonder, is there something more going on? Is there some serious mental issue that's going on? But family, enough said. Let me start this and
play the
let
audio.
you guys hear, and then I'll comment in between. As you can see, where the
receipts at? Where the receipts at?
For a few minutes, if y'all don't mind, to give my 4 times great-grand cousin, the Honorable Frederick Douglass, his birthday gift. And to the Honorable Frederick Douglass, the greatest Black leader in American history, to whom I'm related by blood. Frederick Douglass.
We know this is a lie. He's not kin to these people.
And the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. I am a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 descendants of Isaac Douglass. I want to give to you, my great ancestor, a completed school in your name and honor. The Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy has been swept out. All the trash has been taken to the dumpster, and we are ready for inspection in the name of Frederick Douglass. Give me some love.
Now, let's pause. Yeah, we're going to give you love. We're going to give you love. My question is, did he get some kind of notice? Did they reach out to him? And in family, I am a 10th generation of Harriet Tubman, okay?
Well, damn. Now Maryanne kin to Harriet Tubman, and Umar claimed he kin to Harriet Tubman. So now all y'all niggas cousins. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not even here to talk about that. I'm not even here to talk about this lady said she is cousins. All right.
Give him some love. Indeed, indeed. Man. And then he tells you that he cleans out the school. Man. Everything's in the dumpster. We had numerous people who have toured outside the school. There's no dumpster. You have to pay for that service for them to.
Let me rewind that.
No dumpster.
It ain't no what?
School, everything's in the dumpster. We love. Indeed.
Come on.
I am a 10th generation of Harriet Tubman, okay? Let's give him some love. Indeed, indeed. And then he tells you that he cleans out the school, everything's in the dumpster. We had numerous people who have toured outside the school, there's no dumpster.
All right. Numerous people have toured outside the school, there's no dumpster. So therefore, are you saying there's no cleanup? I just want to make sure.
If you have to pay for that service for them to bring the dumpster, he has no dumpster on the premises. Lies, family. He can't even show you this great trash cleanup, but he stands here and just tells you of this great trash cleanup that he took the time to do with and put in his imaginary dumpster.
All right. Imagine. I just want to make sure you guys heard that. If you heard that, put an 8 in the chat. If you heard the audio in full, she said that, you know, that I don't know if she was saying that Umar Johnson is kin to Harriet Tubman. I don't know if she's saying she was kin to Harriet Tubman. I say that everybody kin to Harriet Tubman. But if you heard the audio that Umar Johnson doesn't have trash, it's imaginary trash, all like, okay, all right, cool. Let me go ahead and go on record and say this. No, I'm not finna show you a dumpster at FDMG. I'm not finna do that. And yes, I can honestly say it does cost to have a dumpster delivered at FDMG or anywhere for that matter. But I'm going to show you that, again, if it's imaginary trash, then it's imaginary to everybody, not just Umar Johnson. And because let me go on record to say I dislike with a passion being put in a position to where I gotta defend Umar Johnson, because I know he's full of BS and he's scamming the people. But I will not lie just to gain views and get clout and to get people in the masses to follow my content. I'm not gonna do it because, like Miss Maryanne says, I have integrity, which means I'm gonna do what's right even if nobody's looking. I can't say that you all do the same thing based on the receipts that are coming out tonight. Speaking of receipts, here's a comment. This is a screenshot from the actual some back from Lene Stack's channel, where she took a screenshot of Umar's most recent live stream and put a clown nose on the picture, on the meme. What you see is a comment from someone that lives in the area. They said, I was just up there this afternoon. He was hauling stuff out from the school, trash, carpets, etc. Him and a much older gentleman. Uh-oh. There's always a little truth in the lie. Yeah, ain't no dumpsters up there. Anybody seen no dumpsters? I don't know how she know ain't no dumpsters up there, because she ain't there. But she know whoever she got watching ain't doing a good job, because why didn't they tell her that Umar and an older gentleman was hauling stuff out the building? Maybe it wasn't a trash can. Maybe they was hauling stuff out, putting it in a pickup truck to have it hauled off. Maybe they was putting it in the back of a trailer to have it hauled off. So if it's imaginary trash, Maryanne, how is it that this person right here was able to see the trash? How is that? And all the people, what is this? 11,000 people that watched it. And in the 485 comments, majority of the people are listening to this like, oh yeah, she telling the truth. Oh, you watch, she wrote. But it's amazing to me I just wanted to show tonight just that little bit on Maryanne. Miss Maryanne, I should talk about what I know. I know you want some bullshit, and I'm here to call it out. I'm a watchman for this culture on this side of YouTube. I don't gotta be with the cool kids no more. I ain't gotta do that. I put in the work. And so I'm going to keep where the receipts at. Where the receipts at? Where are the receipts? Where's the $68,000 payout? Where's the proof that the donors got paid? Where's the proof that you were interviewed by legal authorities and FBI or BCI or DCI or I for I, whatever agency is investigating Umar? Show us the proof. I don't want to see you going inside of a police station and taking a selfie. I can do that. I can go right here to my local precinct and take a picture. That's what I would do. I can go down here and say, oh, hey y'all, I just left my local police precinct from having an interview. Oh, Umar, you going down? But she got everybody named Mama believing everything. And don't tell me that because she speaks 7 different languages and she be misspeaking. No the hell she don't. She know exactly what she's saying and she misspeaks on purpose. If she does misspeak, I call BS. I gave her benefit of the doubt today. I'm not doing it no more. I jumped out the window when one of our pull-up team members was letting her know, hey, I'm up in Wilmington, Delaware, and I can assure you that the city's offices will be open tomorrow. Tomorrow, February 16th, 2026. They will be open, meaning that Umar Johnson can go to LNI and apply. That can happen. But you know what's going to happen? He ain't going to do it. But Miss Maryanne saw the comment and was like, oh, you should subscribe, even though this lady had subscribed. I think she was trying to tell her to join the membership, but she typed unsubscribe. And so a lot of people was like, oh, Miss Maryanne didn't mean for you to unsubscribe. She just excited. She misspoke. She didn't mean that. Don't believe it. Wow. Really? She misspoke. Okay. It's amazing how she has videos that's on members only. She put a few videos on members only. And she not a shred of receipts from nowhere. Let me get back. I'm sorry that I missed some super chats and whatnot. I want to make sure that I shout out the super chats I had missed. Shout out to Nikki Proctor, man. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm not sure if you still are in the clouds, but thank you so much for your super chat. I really appreciate it. This is another individual that knows that I have been around. I've been around for years. I'm not a new kid on the block. I didn't just go live to start talking about Umar Johnson a few weeks ago. So thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, I will take your grit money, sir. This is another individual that has been around since the beginning that knows what has been going down and really knows what side of the truth I stand on. Day 2, 100% real man, is another individual that stands on the side of truth. We do not go off of the word of mouth. Even in my intro, I put that in my intro on purpose. We could care less about what you say. We are moved by receipts because they trace it back to the beginning of how it all started and what the direction this thing is really heading in. Thank you so much, 1% Real Man. We got people joining the pull-up team, reactivating their memberships. Shout out to Stephanie Collins for becoming a pull-up team member. Yes! Yes, we've had 4 people to join today. We have Miss Stephanie Collins. We have God Little Princess. We have RXDR. And we have T Jones. Thank you so much for joining the pull-up team. Listen. You know what side of the truth we stand on around here. And so understand that with you joining the pull-up team, people are going to be mad. If you have some questions about what's going on, they going to have something to say. Check this out. Now that you are pull-up team members, understand you have work to do. You are required to make sure that the truth continues to be spread and protected. It really needs no protecting because the truth stands on its own. But that's what we're going to do. You got work to do.
I got work, baby. I got a job, baby. I got work to do.
You got work to do, so I expect you guys to handle that, man. Nah, I love y'all. And I know that you guys know the truth, man. I told people that, and I'm going public with it now, that folks are about to distance themselves from me because I'm not in support of the new kid on the block. I don't support the hype. The last time I did that, it led to attacks on trying to see if my insurance license was still active, and if it was, trying to get that shut down. An attempt of wanting to contact the man who shot me in the head in hopes that they could incite an outrage again of some sort. All of this happened watching videos be created of relatives that have passed on due to just the most heinous situations. All of that. Hearing my father being called on a live stream. I went through that. And I'll be damned if I'm going to sit back and support somebody just because they sound good and motherfuckers who can't grow up and take headbands off think they look good. Miss me with the simp shit forever because I ain't built like that. And like I said at the beginning of this show, and excuse my language because I am in a position of leadership. But what I'm not going to do is be told that I'm less of a black man, all because we have old men who's wanting to get their rocks off. Now clock that and come see me about it if you have a problem. This, ladies and gentlemen, was tonight's episode of The Receipt Show with your boy KKC. And I'm asking you, is KKC fake opposing Umar? Because the internet reacts live. And I'm going to ask you, what do you say? Are you taking the over? Are you taking the under? For the unofficial non-monetary bet on is Umar going to open up FDMG for his congregation, for the church? And also, let me leave y'all with this tad bit. Don't let your thirstiness for clout, attention, or love cloud your judgment from the truth that people that claim to be filmmakers are coming out here putting on a show. The only proof that has been given is that they are an actress, and it's been a hell of a performance thus far. This is your boy KKC, and listen, I need for y'all to hit that like button on the way out of the show. Everybody and their mama can hype up Maryanne's videos and the lies she tells. So hype up this video on the replay. Join us. We on the road to 6,000 subscribers. And guess what? If you want to be a part of the team that's, man, we starting to get hated because our truth, well, go ahead and turn on the notification bell so you know the next time I'm going live. I'm about to get on up out of here, and I'll catch you guys next time. It's your boy KKC. I'm gone. Peace.
It's slick tonight. Good thing I'm wearing the quiet shoes. The city never sleeps. Just hides things in the puddles. Huh. That's my signal. They want the truth? I'm on my way.
Pull up, team. Assemble.
We don't run, we pull up. Where it all comes together. Every receipt, every message, every dollar. Each one a point on the line. Watch how they connect. Follow the money and the picture clears. And at the end of the trail, that's the truth.
Receipt pulled. Breaking it down. Evidence loaded. Now we know. Let's pull up, team.
They love to talk. I move on proof. Show me the receipts. The squad behind me, we fact check everything. No cap, just facts. Pull up.
Time to clear the air.
Your truth is just a voice.
And listen close. We got the receipts.
That won't save you.
Truth versus deception, and we don't lose.
Team, time to end this. Blue stream pod!
Being locked.
Let's shut him down. Take this! He's freaking apart! Receipts don't lie.
Numbers tell one story. A seat like this tells another. It's not just gold and weight. It's decisions. Every word counts up here.
Your receipt leaves a mark. Every document has a fingerprint. Follow the numbers long enough, and the story writes itself. The trail doesn't lie.
Stay tight. Shoot data, fire! Launch it!
Pull up, team. The city's ours tonight.
Let's go!
Look at him roar.
Let me go!
Baby, victory.
Bar just hit 100. Hold steady. Here comes the truth.
Truth incoming. Clearing up. Step in.
Identity confirmed.
That's our guy. We pull the curtain tonight.
That's line.
Bank trail locked. Receipts flagged.
Here we go.
The breakdown begins.
Corruption sequence initiated. Not today.
Right, truth data form.
Pull up team, go! Feel the truth!
Truth counterattack activated. Last receipt. Truth over everything. Case closed.